Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. Completed here to Pickens. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. First down, ball at the 36. Collins there to grab it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going play action. Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua now from the gun. Taken in by Likely. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. From the gun, a give to Miller. Has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
That's a loss.
He's got it deep downfield. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Lays out. What a catch. Big gain. 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Another throw for Fields. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Nicketomney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
again. It's Miller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
That throw finds Pickens. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First down, here's Tua. Completed to Collins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Finding Collins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Get a 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. They put a receiver in motion right. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
3rd and long for him here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 34. Dump off caught by his back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kid, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Miller. Along this sideline inside the 25. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 13-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Saints with 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. First down throw for Fields. Completed over the... Oh, the football's loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He completes it in traffic. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Tua again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, it's Tagovailoa. His ball's caught by Pickens. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa again. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Garindo. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we arrive at halftime. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the 2nd half. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They send him left out of the slot.
Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Finding Davis. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Right. Go. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught by Deebo Samuel. On the move, past the 40. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Washington now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. He fires one deep down the right. Brought in inside the 20. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. On the give, it's Miller. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On target to Garindo. And he's brought down at the line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Gets this one to Harris. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give right side to Miller. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
All right.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead to 20. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Return's looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Saints drop the lead back to 13. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Into the hands of Likely. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Two and out from the gun. Finding Collins. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right, come on.
A tight end in motion now. Here's 2nd and 5. That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Steelers 1st down. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. A very... Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
Here's Tua again. Completed here to Pickens. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Trying the right side with Miller. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 8. Taken in by Likely. And he'll go down here at the 16. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. And he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The tight end going in motion right. Another throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bowler like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll get this to Samuel. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running once more with Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. First throw for the backup now. Bateman hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hand off here for Miller. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A run here with Will Shipley. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Now it's Miller. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.